Yatra. I'm totally here with Pastor Manoj. So I'm recording this for the first time in English. Hope you like it. So we'll start the talk or conversation about media ministry in our church community. So welcome to Jivan Yatra, Dr. Manoj.
Thank you, Pastor Young. I'm very happy to see you after some times, and I really appreciate your passion for media, Jivan Yatra. I think God is going to use you very differently.
What is the primary purpose of media ministry in the Christian church, you think?
Since this is not my expertise, यो मेरो एक्सपर्टको विषय त होइन तैपनि I think the main purpose of media ministry in Christian circle is to expand the gospel, to share the gospel that is that Jesus already gave us in a way that people can receive it. You know, now this is a time of media. People are spending time on television, more than television, in computers, mobile phone. So the job of media is to prepare Christian message, transmit Christian message, information in such a way that people actually will get the information, and not just get the information, but also receive the gospel, receive Christian message, something like that.
How do the Christian media help or use to spread gospel effectively in today's digital world?
I think churches, there are some churches that are doing a very wonderful job. There are many churches that are struggling because media is not something that many pastors are trained for. Okay, so we do not know the potential of media ministry. Okay, actually, media has lots of potential. It's it's very important, but many churches, many pastors, many leaders, we have not been able to use it. So that we get all the fruits.
Okay, then how can we overcome these kind of issues in the church? How can church help the media?
Media, those who are working for media.
The media industry.
I think number one is we have to work on vision. Unless you have a vision, you will not do it. Maybe emotionally you can sometimes say, okay, let's do it, but it will be temporary. Okay, so the first part is always educating churches that what is the significance of media ministry. It's not enough that we say, okay, media is important, but I think we need to really plan, and the whole point is imparting the vision that how media ministry can actually help churches, local churches.
Right.
So many pastors and leaders, they don't have ideas that actually media ministry will be helpful to them. So many times we see it as a challenge, and many times we see it as a distraction. So it's a challenge, and it's a very useful tool, and it can actually multiply our ministry, grow our ministry, and also bear lots of fruits, reach out to the people who otherwise we can never reach. So I think it's very important that we impart that vision. Let every pastor, every leader see that this is very important, that we must do it.
So how can a church ensure that its media content align with the Bible values and teachings?
I think it's not that difficult. Before we ensure that the media content is in line with biblical teaching, first is basically, I think all pastor leaders must educate themselves in biblical education. if we are biblically educated, then we can actually, it is not that difficult. The problem is, I think many times our leaders, pastors, leaders are not enough grounded in biblical teachings, biblical knowledge, biblical education. So it's very difficult to find out whether the teaching is biblical, whether the media content is biblical or not. Question. Okay.
One of the last question, because I don't have to ask too many questions to you. You already know you have a YouTube channel from the church, and that has helped so many people to educate themselves through that, and you're also using the social platform. So how it is very essential for the church to have to understand media ministry?
Yeah, for every church, I think have many members, right? Every members, and one of the way they actually spend time, most of the time they spend on media. So I think every church would think like how, not just Sunday morning that we give them like come here and I give you message, please listen. So instead of that, since they are already looking, you can send to their hand the message. Right? They are looking, oh suddenly there is a message come from my pastor, okay, let's read it. So that is also kind of media. So I think we pastors and church needs to be very creative. It's challenging time because of the media, because so many distractions, but also it's a big opportunity. If we can think and be creative and work hard, I think we can communicate with our believers anytime. Just prepare very quality media content and make it short. I think it's very important that we make it short, because now there's so much distraction. If it's long, I say it's short, but I myself give long teaching.
Yours is teaching, but I'm talking about how a pastor and church can be helpful for those media people to bring them up.
Okay. I misunderstood the question. I think pastors and leaders, number one is invest. I think they should invest some. Without investing, nothing happens.
Right.
So number one is it will be very difficult for any particular church to work alone. Okay, so it will be very difficult. But if churches come together and realize that we are going to invest in Christian media, I think. By investing in Christian media, and there will be lots of struggles, maybe it will not get success immediately, but if we keep doing it, I think it will mature slowly. Once it gets matures and once we produce many professional Christian media people, then I think we will begin to see the ministry. We begin to see the fruits in this. So number one is, I think, not just say that it's important, but churches should come together and invest in Christian media.
So thank you so much for giving all these good ideas and answers. And what do you like to share the people who are watching right now?
Okay.
Jivan Katra.
So thank you, Pastor Yam. I really appreciate. I praise God for you and your life, and I'm very impressed by your commitment. You are a very different person, and you have very willpower that is very strong. You have faced lots of challenges, but I think you are overcoming most of the challenges. So that itself is a source of inspiration to many people. I think there are many people who can never overcome.
Right.
You see, so you are actually just doing nothing. You are also inspiring many people. So many people can just say, okay, so look at him. He had this, but he overcome. So you become a source of encouragement. So I'm very happy to see you and talk with you. So for all the audience who are watching Jivan Ko Yatra, I think we praise God. God has a plan for us. If we continue to believe in Him, if we are committed in Him, I think God makes a way. So I want to take this moment to thank God for Pastor Yam, and I pray that God will bless you more, use you more in very different way.
Thank you, Pastor Manoj, for with us today in this interview, short time.
Okay, you're welcome, and thank you
God
for
bless you.
traveling all the way from your place to here.
Thank you so much, everyone who is watching right now, Jivan Gayatra. And I thank you, everyone who will listen to this and share the message today. And I'm very blessed to have this interview again. Thank you so much for watching.